The rapid development of technology brings us convenience, but it also has many negative impacts. This video is focusing on WeChat in China. This year, the popularity of WeChat is booming, from children to adults. Informal, WeChat is a benefactor of the eye hospital, but it's also the enemy of the bank. You will see why. The strengths of WeChat. First, it's easy to sign up in WeChat. In 2016, there were 889 million WeChat users, 10 million official accounts, and 200,000 WeChat developers. Also, WeChat has 438 million monthly active users. Secondly, WeChat has e-commerce capabilities. For example, when people see a thing that they really want to buy, they can just open their WeChat and scan the QR code. It will show the information of the thing, and they can click buy it. It will pop out the apps such as Taobao, and then we can use WeChat payment. WeChat Pay is used by 93% of those surveyed for offline purchases in Tier 1 and 2 cities in China. We all preferring use WeChat Pay instead of always carrying the dirty cash, and we all think WeChat Pay is a nice development, but WeChat Pay also affecting us negatively. It reduces people's sense of happiness to make the delay, accelerate the process of human material desires. The kind of happiness will be a moment of feeling to the matter of the moment to take the lead to a large number of rational consumption and waste a lot of resources. The most active users are between 18 to 35 years old people. Instead of using WeChat, teenagers are more preferring to use QQ. When the people start having a job, which is the middle-aged people, they become to use WeChat, because now WeChat is a very important tool for working. 83% of respondents now use WeChat for work. But the people that are above 60 years old almost don't use WeChat, because when they were young, they didn't contact electronic products, so they're not interested in it, or it's hard for them to learn how to use it. The function of the phone for them is just calling, completely opposite to the young. Since WeChat became popular, people have made a finite face-to-face communication, which is worse than before. So sometimes I feel like if I'm talking to a person who we talk really well on WeChat, but we are actually meet, it will be a silence. We feel weird or awkward without WeChat, and some people even feel scared when they are talking face-to-face. Children in China are also using internet crazily. Some of the children use social media at 3 years old and start online shopping at 7. Also for teenagers, over 60% of 13 to 17 years old have at least one profile on a social networking site, many spending more than 2 hours per day on social media. But if the adult let them too early to know about technology, social media, or even use it, first, it will destroy their lovely childhood to change their mind. Second, their vision will decrease. And later on, they're going to be addicted on it. And they're not going to stop easily. So the effect of social media are going to increase. Right now, people are really trying hard to quit their addiction. The most common solution of getting rid of an addiction of WeChat is to self-control, because if yourself haven't noticed, no one can help you. I have seen a really good solution online, which is turn on the airplane mode 1 hour per day, because we can't receive any message while we turn on. So for a long time, the addiction will decrease, and maybe even we will forget our phone or people just don't interest on it. Also, turn off your WeChat notifications off, so it will not bother you. You can check every hour to see if there's any important thing. So now people are trying force to themselves to get rid of addiction, but it takes a long time and your effort. The parent also needs to help their children, but not in a forcible action, and children also need to be control themselves well. The whole world is facing the internet issues right now. It's not our fault. The electronic products just attract us, no matter how old we are. It doesn't mean we need to stay away from them, because in this time, it is impossible. If we don't contact, we fall behind. But we should have the sense of self-control. Work out by ourselves. For everything, we reap the advantage, avoid the flaws. I can tell you're a capable person.
Change is everywhere. Change is constant. WeChat.